So Belichick was married to Debbie Clark from the mid-'70s to 2006. Now it's reported that he's dating a 24-year-old woman, Jordan Hudson, former cheerleader, right? Competitive cheerleader. She looks like a pageant girl. I don't know.
She's hot.
She's hot.
I'll tell you that.
He's 72. She's 24. That's a 48-year difference.
But put in perspective, she was born the year Belichick started coaching the Patriots.
48-year difference is a lot. Now, here's why I'm torn. Everybody's entitled to happiness. They really are. So,
and if you're a rich person, man or woman, and you could get into a relationship with a fine piece of booty and you're an old, wrinkly guy,
so
why am I going to hate you?
Exactly. I'm trying to be fair and say, hey, if they're happy, then who are we to judge?
And if it benefits both, if she's living a lifestyle
Right.
she wants, or maybe it's a father figure she never had. I don't know the details,
But as a father,
Yeah.
that bothers me because I'm like, keep these old creeps away from my kid.
You mean
right?
grandfather that she never had?
Yeah, exactly.
perhaps.
No, put that in perspective, right? That's like the young lady at your office or in your company or that you know dating like your dad, someone of grandparent stature.
Bill Belichick's older than my dad, and during the break, I'm like, Covino, think of like a young woman we know that's like 20-something.
Yeah.
That would, if she was dating my dad.
Belichick's older than my dad.
I would equally like give my dad a fist bump and at the same time be like, gross.
I'm going to just
I don't know.
say that, yeah, that perhaps they're happy. I'm sure they are, right? And it's probably exciting for both of them, but there has to be such a lack of commonality because I experience it, and there's only a 15-year difference in my relationship. And also, when you see my relationship, you wouldn't say, who's that old guy with the young hottie? The age difference isn't as noticeable.
I mean, I say that.
I mean, you could think that all you want, Spotty. Spotty's here at Covino and Rich.
People
He's putting
point
up
all the
videos.
time. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
People come up to us like behind the scene.
And is it
like,
fair to speculate?
look at
No,
this.
but it's a drastic age difference,
You know,
and he's Bill Belichick.
Can I give you an analogy that's sort of it's on point in this conversation, but not to get weird or creepy on you, but as we even get older, every time we go to Vegas, I've known you guys for 20 years now, Spot. I met you when I was 20 years old, right? We were young guys working together.
That's more than 20 years, Rich.
Oddly, yeah, well, I've known you 23 years now. Now, crazy thing is, when we go to Vegas now, there is a part of me that feels a little weird at a strip club. I'm like, these girls are like way young.
And plus, you're a dad now.
Yeah, I'm a dad. I have 2 little kids.
Changes a little bit.
You know, I say to myself, you know, like if you're a 40-something-year-old guy, if you're 40 and you see a girl, you know, dancing at Spearmint Rhino and she's 20, there's got to be a little part of any normal person that's like, yeah, this girl's half my age. So when Bill Belichick's 72 and this girl's 24, that could very well be his granddaughter. And I'm not trying to be a jerk because he deserves to be happy. And you know what? A lot of people will give him high fives. But there is something a little like, you're right, what do they talk about? Bill Belichick, as I was saying, was playing the clips. The guy doesn't even know social media.
I can't even watch throwback movies with my girlfriend because she thinks they're too old.
Who's hot, who's not?
So
He's not hot or not.
Exactly. Apparently, according to TMZ, because you know everybody's looking up, well, who's this girl right now? Rob Gronkowski made reference to it at the Tom Brady roast, but I'm trying to figure out, well, what was it?
Yeah.
What was that reference? Apparently, he made a joke about it.
You can find commonalities.
Yeah, in the bedroom.
You both like to eat.
I like food too.
Oh my god!
Like I said, and just the general feeling
barbecue.
of we like each other. You can still like somebody, but there is going to be a disconnect.
Baked beans, Boston.
And you're also talking about a guy who's so focused on football.
What's your snap?
I'm not on Snapface and all that.
Are you on Instagram?
Instant chat or whatever it is.
Okay. So, I mean, hey, listen, I read an article. I was
already been addressed.
I was looking, I was doing my due diligence. Besides looking at pictures of Bill Belichick's new girlfriend during the break, I found an article from thecut.com, and I thought this was interesting. It said, for all of Hollywood history, and I know your mom loves old-time movies. Covino's mom's one of those people that, I only watch black and white movies, Steven. Stuff now is terrible.
Wasn't James Cagney amazing?
That's your mom in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Well, tell your mom this when she hears about this story. Old school Hollywood, it would always be young women like an Audrey Hepburn, who's 20, falling in love with Humphrey Bogart in his 50s, Gary Cooper, Fred Astaire, who are all 50-year-old guys. All but 5 of the 26 Bond girls were double digits younger than the man of mystery himself.
Yeah, which is that interesting looking back, but this is even more of an age
Of
gap.
course.
The men
Right.
also looked much older back then. Yeah. And I feel like there was a much more maturity in people in
Paige, looking
general
at you,
back
kid.
then.
Let me put on my glasses.
It's funny because I was trying to find more about, you bring up old movies. She's apparently a fan of old films like he is, but he's watching the 1953 Chicago Cardinals. And she's into Casablanca and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
old
not the
films.
same type of old
yeah,
film.
no, just differently.
Right.
Yeah, just different stuff.
She
a
watched it
little
in her
different.
film class. He watched it in the theater 50 years ago.
I was saying we need to use that music way more often.
I know.
Oh, Happy Days are here again?
Yeah.
Now, we'll still take phone calls on your thoughts. Hey, wish him the best, but you can't help but speculate.
I mean, I don't want to judge him because I'm equal parts like, hey, look at Bill Belichick. Good for him.
Let me tell you.
You know, that's the pervy part of me as a dude. But then the other part of me as a dad of a daughter is like you said, Covino.
At least she's not dating a scumbag. You know, like there could be that portion of
true,
it.
That's
true.
true.
You know,
Belichick seems respectable.
I mean, he's a super successful guy.
I know we're getting to the game. Quick aside. When we were in Nashville for our Graduate Hotels broadcast,
That is true.
we went out on Broadway. And let me tell you, Broadway is a mixture of all ages.
It's a
And
party
all-
scene.
It is a party scene, and it's not weird for a 43-year-old man to be in the same bar as a 22-year-old girl.
I remember we left and Spot was talking to some young.
By no means did I have ill intentions, but I was just standing there talking because there was a chatty drunk girl, and I was a chatty drunk boy.
We are mixing together
more than ever.
generation-wise more than ever. But again, this is 72 and 24.
But I'm just saying, me as a 43-year-old guy, I had to, just from talking to this girl, take a photo with her because she had the face of like a child because she was 20, like early 20s.
Yeah. I remember leaving
and
being
me
like,
next to her looks so like, I look so old and she looks
well,
so
that's
young.
because your face looks like a catcher's
I mean, it
mitt.
does look like an old catcher's mitt.
Your face looks like a
Oiled up, well,
Yogi Berra's
bruised-
catcher's mitt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well bruised catcher's mitt. But I'm just saying, like that difference. So to go from like, what is it? 70?
Where'd you get your face, Benito Santiago?
Seriously?
Yeah, that would be like you 27 years from now.
Exactly.
Talking to that same girl.